Let's see if ChatGPT can help us with our houseplants. Well, I had this Asparagus cetaceous that was in a very bad condition, as you can see from the picture. And also, I have, of course, a video about this. So I had an infestation with spider mites, and it was very horrible. I almost lost my plant. But in this video, I want to run a test and also show you what you can do when you have an issue. And let's see if AI, ChatGPT, can really, really help us. So let's see what it will say, and let's see if it was the reality, because my plant is now already thriving. It grows a new fantastic leaves, and now everything is fine. Let's see if the advice from ChatGPT was indeed helpful. Act as a biologist and a professional in growing houseplants. Please analyze this picture, identify what's wrong with this plant, and advise on how to save it. So I took a picture of one of the leaves of my plant, and I asked this. ChatGPT says, thank you for the clear picture, that really helps. Here's my analysis. So what's happening? First, it gives a description of what's happening. The plant is covered with fine webbing, especially visible stretched across the leaves. This is a classic sign of spider mites, a common houseplant pest. Well, indeed, it was spider mites, so ChatGPT identified the problem right. Spider mites feed by piercing plant tissue and sucking out the contents, which weakens the plant. Over time, leaves may turn yellow, dry out, or drop. Then it describes what happens. Basically, what are the symptoms, or how we can identify and find out what's going on with our plant. And indeed, the leaves turned yellow and they were falling off. Of course, this was the main issue, and this is how I noticed that something is wrong with my plant. The plant itself looks like an asparagus fern, Asparagus cetaceous, which spider mites love because of its fine foliage. Again, ChatGPT identified even the plant, so that's also correct. How to save your plant? Immediate cleaning. Let's see if I did that or I didn't, and if it was correct advice or not. So, immediate cleaning. Take the plant to the shower or outdoors and rinse it thoroughly with a strong stream of lukewarm water to remove as many mites and webs as possible. Be gentle not to manage the delicate leaves. Yes, I did that. However, after 2-3 weeks, the problem was back. I was back to zero. Treatment options. Soap spray. Mix a mild liquid soap with water and spray the plant thoroughly, making sure to reach the undersides of leaves. Rinse off after a few hours. Neem oil works as both a suffocant and repellent. Dilute according to instructions. Spray weekly. Alcohol wipe. Well, what I did from these 3 tips, I used soap spray. I didn't use neem oil because even though I really like it because it's a natural method to get rid of some pests, however, it stings horribly and I didn't do it. Alcohol wipe, I also didn't do it because I feel that rubbing or cleaning, wiping with alcohol, it's not suitable for this plant. So I did only soap spray. I left it for a couple of minutes, 20-30 minutes, and then I sprayed with water. I didn't leave it for hours. Ongoing care, humidity. Spider mites thrive in dry conditions. Mist the plant regularly or place a humidifier nearby. Yes, I did use a humidifier, but then I moved my plant to the bathroom where, of course, we have slightly more humidity than in other rooms. Isolation, keep this plant away from your other house plants until you're sure the infestation is gone. Well, I didn't do this because I have so many plants, there is no chance for me to isolate any plant. If you can do it, that's the best approach actually, because then you will prevent spreading of the disease or pests onto your other plants. Repeat, spider mites reproduce quickly. Treat the plant every 5-7 days for at least 3-4 weeks. I think I did 2 or 3 times with the soap water treatment, and that's it. If infestation is severe, you might consider cutting back the most affected funds. This helps the plant redirect energy into new growth, new healthy growth, and makes it easier to manage mites. Yes, indeed, I cut all damaged leaves and stems, and this helps significantly because with removing of the damaged stems and leaves, I also removed a lot of spider mites. So summary, your asparagus fern has a spider mite infestation, wash it down, increase humidity, and treat with soap or neem oil regularly until the pests are gone. This is it. So it was really great to see that ChatGPT identified the plant, identified the problem, described it really well, and gave solutions. That's awesome, right? Still, continue watching videos on YouTube because it's so much fun, and I'll see you in the next one.